One of the most important missions of an animal shelter is to help our four-legged friends find their forever homes. But Laura Bourbon, director of the Dan Cosgrove Animal Shelter in Branford, wanted to know what her kennels were really like, so she lived in one for a week. Not just once, but 4 times, 1 week for every season.
I learned so much about their behaviors overnight, and I also learned a lot about how I felt about being in there.
She wrote about it for her master's thesis at UConn. Now that she's graduated, she's ready to talk about what she experienced behind those kennel doors.
It really helped me to become more proactive with what we were doing.
One thing that surprised her the most, how awake the dogs were overnight.
You know, in home settings where if you have a dog, you know that dogs sleep when we're sleeping. They typically go to sleep, we turn the lights out, and that's it, they're asleep. Well, in shelters, a lot of times they have emergency lighting that stays on, so it's pretty bright in the shelters, and dogs don't want to sleep in bright lights just like we don't. So it affects their circadian rhythm as well as just their overall behaviors.
They've even made some changes to the dog room, like adding these baffling panels to absorb some of that noise.
The decibels are so high in the dog room, it's at 120 decibels at any given time, which is like a jet plane taking off.
Moving forward, she said it changed how they do things at the shelter.
But as we continue our journey here at the shelter, we're going to continue to make changes, positive changes for these animals so that we can get them adopted faster and make people more comfortable while they're here too.
In Branford, Susie Hunter, News 8.